All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Salt Lake City Flyers. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. 53. Check 53. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. The tackle there by John Johnson. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, it's Coleman.
Let's go, D.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, D.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And takes this one across the 30.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
2nd and 6. And that lead.
Them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go, defense. D, man up, D. Shit.
Martinez now. From the gun, he'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
Check 55 to Mike. Come on.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now
Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
looking to throw on second down. Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Love. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Here we go. Freddie, watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Here's Hines. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not today.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Come on, baby.
To throw on second down. Love. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dante Pettis. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Going underneath, it's Coleman.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then have to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check.
Now it's Hines. And stop. It was Travarius Moore. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We got Mike, number 53, 61. Match.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Look good, though. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's able to pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Martinez operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Samuel. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Martinez. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Martinez from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Right there. Right there. 50.
Looking to throw. Martinez. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Check it out, Reed. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
2nd and 13. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Martinez. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day, baby, all day.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Go, that's it. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
From the gun,
Let's
Love.
go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intent.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Go.
On first down, Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Come on, set. 60, orange. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Ready, go.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
To throw on second down, Love. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott Good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Martinez. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back to throw. Martinez. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Martinez throwing again. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Martinez. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to throw. Martinez. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And touchdown! In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and, yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down, and that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
Wants to run. They're running it.
They run again with Hines. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike 54. I got him. I got him.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Operating from the gun. Love. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Next to score, Warriors 31, 49ers nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking to throw. Martinez. And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnover.
Now the ball comes loose, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And they'll indeed take a knee. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Love caught by the tight end Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Hines. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Back to throw. Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Martinez now throwing on third and long. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Martinez on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires, as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton